Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 51. And I thought since we've grown from 5 subscribers to over 500 subscribers in 50 episodes, 50 days, I thought I might just re-evaluate kind of why we're here in case you're watching these things and you're like, what am I? I don't get it. My name is Tim, and this is my third YouTube channel that I've got going. I have a photography channel, Tim Childers Photography. And on the Tim Childers Photography channel, most of my videos are made like this. I'm standing with a tripod and a camera. I've got a video over here or a camera over here recording me. I might move it occasionally. I might get a close-up. I might move back. But most of the time, it's a static shot that looks like this. I have another channel called The New Retired Me. And on The New Retired Me, even though I do a few videos out and about around Chattanooga, most of my videos are this. I sit in my studio or I sit at my dining room table. I've got a camera on me and everything is just a headshot. Sometimes I feel like, what was it, Max Headroom, if you're old enough to remember Max. And, you know, I'm trying to branch out to do other things. And one of those things that I'm trying, of course, is to get out and film myself out in the open space, sort of walking around. But more than that, I want the videos that I'm making to be able to tell a story, to have a flow to the video that you could watch it without any talking at all and understand what's going on. I'm not doing that on either of my other two channels, and I'm trying to do that on this one to learn how to make those kinds of videos. One of the limitations that I've set on myself, and I've set a few, is that I am only using the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, this is a fake phone. This is not the phone. I'm filming on the phone, but that's the only camera I'm using. I have a Canon EOS R that I do all of my video work for my New Retired Me channel. I have a DJI Pocket 3 that I use for video for the photography channel, and they are both simple and easy to do. The iPhone is simple, and sometimes it's easy, but not all the time. And I've limited myself to something like the Mantis Pod Z, which allows me to walk with this or hang it places so that I can get static shots if I need to. Now, I do use the Mantis Pod a lot for a lot of different things, but sometimes, you know, if I'm inside a store or whatever, I use this little credit card holder right here that just sort of, let me put it up here where it's not against my body, but it just turns in half and then both sides come up so that I can get my phone, so that I can put my phone here and just set it on a shelf or on the table or even on the floor, and I've got some place to hold the phone. Now, both of those things are relatively inexpensive. They're both less than $50 a piece. The one thing that I have allowed myself to splurge on, and I've tried cheap microphones, and they're cheap for a reason. So I'm filming with the Kamika mics, and they're around $130. But if you're going to make video that has good audio, and audio is more important than the video, you're going to have to invest in a good mic. But with these 3 really simple tools and really nothing else, you can make all of the interesting videos that you want to make. And you can record just about anything you want to record. And some of that just comes down to how much risk are you willing to take on where you're going to hang it. But the most important part of this video comes at the end. After I've gone out and done my shooting, and I've come back in and I've done the editing, and I've watched the video again, I come back on, sitting at the dining room table, talking about what worked, what didn't work, at least in my mind, what I wish I'd done differently, things that I wish I had done differently with the iPhone, different shots I wish I'd gotten but I didn't get. The most important part, though, is asking you to leave me a comment. Give me what you think is your take on what you watched, because it may be great to me, but if nobody else likes it, what is the point? And of course, I would say that some days it's easier to find a story than it is other days. Some days I know I have something I need to go do and I'll just film it while I'm doing it. And other days it's like, oh my gosh, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I forgot to make a video today. So, you know, you live and learn. Unfortunately, I seem to make a lot of the same mistakes over and over. Specifically when I get in a hurry and I don't take the time to go back and watch a clip that I just recorded. The video that I did on cleaning the Chemex is a basic case in point, because a couple of clips that I videoed where I couldn't see myself, there is no way to see yourself sometimes, I'd cut off the top of my head. And that just is not good. And anytime I try something new, I try to make sure that people know that I'm trying something new. Like, for instance, when it's this bright outside, I can try my best to control that light just a little bit. Without having to spend any more money. And that's really the key to this channel. How cheaply can I do this? Let me know what you think. I'm not going to make this part of the video very long because the first part of the video was a lot longer than I would like for it to be. But I did want to take a moment on video number 51 just sort of to remind all those who came to the party late what's going on here and why they're seeing what they're seeing. In this particular video, I tried to incorporate a few of the shots that we've been talking about lately. And I think the biggest thing wrong with this video is this microphone. Because there are times when the wind was blowing and it's really, really loud. And unless I run it through Adobe Podcast Enhance, I'm not going to be able to knock that down. And I was trying to let all of this sort of sound natural in this video. What it needs is one of these. It needs this little, what they call a dead cat filter. And that does marvelous stuff to get rid of that wind noise. But these Rode Wireless Go mics are like $250. And this one is 130 or so. I forget exactly. And it really all comes down to what do you want to spend? And I don't want to spend that for this. I already own it. It's no big deal, but I don't want to use that kind of expensive equipment for this video. So tomorrow we'll go back out and we'll try to tell a story tomorrow. I have one in mind. They've never worked out before, but maybe this one will. If you're new here, welcome. And remember to leave us a comment about what you think about what's going on. We'll see you tomorrow.